Hello friends, welcome you all to Polity Simplified series of Gnandeep Academy. Today we are going to study article number 54 which talks about election of the President of India. I want to tell you two important things. First thing, election to the President of India is an indirect process. So remember, first thing, presidential elections are indirect elections. Second thing, Anti-Defection Act is not applicable to presidential elections. So these two things are very essential. First thing, election to the President of India is indirect election. Second thing, Anti-Defection Act is not applicable to President of India. Another important fact is presidential election is based on proportional representation. That is, every political party who has the share in various state assemblies and Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha shall have voting in proportion to their seats. And the most important method of president of election is Indian president election is based on single transferable vote. The word is very essential, single transferable vote. Meaning of single transferable vote is very simple. When you go to vote in assembly elections or Lok Sabha elections, there you have to choose any one candidate out of all contesting candidates. In assembly elections or in Lok Sabha elections, you have to choose any one candidate out of all contesting elections. But in case of president, you are not allowed to choose only one candidate. You are asked to give your preferences. For example, when you look at this particular chart, you will realize how these preferences are there. Let us say this is a chart, and in this particular chart, these four candidates are contesting A, then there is B, then C, and fourth one is D. These four candidates are contesting. In this particular case, you have to give your choice. Like, this is ballot paper for one person. Let us say it is ballot paper for me, Mahesh. So what this ballot paper says, it says that I must give my preference. So I say A is my first preference. A is my first preference. But if A is not there, if A is not able to win this presidential contest, then D will be my second choice. D will be my second choice. But if D is also not able to win this contest, then B should be my third choice. D should be my second choice. B should be my third choice. And if at all these three, A, B and D, are not going to win this contest, then finally C should be my fourth choice. C should be my fourth choice. So this is called a single transferable vote system. I have taken a completely separate video on single transferable vote system. Just put on internet single transferable vote system by Mahesh Shinde sir. You will get that entire video, a video of just only 12 to 13 minutes where you will get complete idea about what is the meaning of single transferable vote system. So what we have seen here, first thing, presidential elections are indirect election. Second, based on proportional representation. Third, single transferable vote system. And most importantly, Anti-Defection Act is not applicable to the presidential election. Now we'll try to understand what is given in this particular article. So article 54 talks about election of the President of India. Here remember, President is being elected by a group of voters who are called as Electoral College. They are called as Electoral College. So what it says, see, the President shall be elected by the members of the Electoral College consisting of, it means who are the part of this Electoral College. Here remember, the elected members of the both houses of parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So here remember, only elected members take part in presidential election. Nominated members do not participate in presidential election. This is very crucial fact. Remember, only elected members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha take part in presidential election. Nominated members of Rajya Sabha, who are nominated by President of India based on the four areas of art, literature, science and social services, do not take part in presidential election. Earlier, there were two members of Anglo-Indian community who used to be nominated by President of India. We have made an amendment act and we abolished the practice of nominating two members of Anglo-Indian community in Lok Sabha. Right now, Lok Sabha has only elected members. There is no provision for nomination of any member either from Anglo-Indian community or any other community on Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha has only elected members. So first thing, only elected members of parliament take part in presidential election. Who is second part? The elected members of the legislative assemblies of the state will participate. It means Anglo-Indian member who is being nominated on legislative assembly of a state will not participate. We have abolished the practice of nominating member to state assemblies from Anglo-Indian community. And the most important thing, remember, members of state legislative council do not participate in presidential election. This is very, very essential. Members of state legislative assembly do not participate in presidential election. So in sum total, what we come to know, who do not participate in presidential election: nominated members of Lok Sabha, nominated members of Rajya Sabha, nominated members of state legislative assembly, and all members of state legislative council do not participate in presidential election. Whenever question comes, remember only one thing: only elected members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and state legislative assembly participate in presidential election. Thank you.